Horacio. Horacio. Oh. Good evening, everyone. My name is Greg Sherbach, and I'm the City Manager. As required by the Provincial Municipal Government Act, it is my responsibility as Chief Administrative Officer to call to order the City of Grand Prairie Council organizational meeting of Monday, October 28, 2013. The first item of business on tonight's agenda will be the oath of office. The oath of office will be conducted by the City of Grand Prairie solicitors, and I'm pleased to introduce Ian Kay and his associate Gareth Pugh. The first individual to call up is Mayor-elect Bill Given, and once he has taken the oath, he will then assume the chair and conduct the remainder of the meeting. Mayor-elect Bill Given.
Thank you very much, City Manager Greg. So it's my honor and a pleasure to call forward our first councillor to be inducted tonight, and that's Councillor Jackie Clayton. Welcome, Jackie. Now it's my pleasure to call forward Councillor Dwight Logan. And welcome, Dwight. Next, I'll call forward Councillor Kevin McLean. Kevin. Welcome, Kevin. Next, it's a pleasure to call forward Councillor Kevin O'Toole.
Please read the oath.
I, Kevin O'Toole, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Councillor.
Good, thank you. So help you God.
Thank you. So,
Welcome, Kevin. Next, I'd like to welcome Councillor Lauren Radburn.
Read the oath.
I, Lauren Radburn, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of Councillor. So help me God.
Good, thank you.
Welcome, Lauren. Next, I'll call forward Councillor Helen Rice.
I, Helen Rice, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Councillor. So help me God.
Welcome, Helen. Next, I'll call forward Councillor Rory Tarrant.
You read the oath, please.
I, Rory Tarrant, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Councillor. So help me God.
Good, thank you. You would.
Welcome, Rory. And finally, it's a pleasure to call forward Councillor Chris Thiessen.
Please read the oath.
I, Chris Thiessen, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Councillor. So help me God.
Good, thank you. You would sign here and
Welcome, Chris. Well, Ian, Gareth, thank you very much for taking care of the official duties for the evening. We certainly appreciate having you here tonight. And now that we have official council, we can conduct a council meeting, a very brief one, before we get to a little bit of a social with the gathered friends and family that are here. We will start off our council meeting, as we do every council meeting, singing our national anthem. So if everyone could remove their headgear and rise and join us in singing O Canada. Thank you to the National Film Board for the images of our country and to our very own Grand Prairie Boys Choir for the audio. So I want to congratulate each member of council. It's a pleasure to have you all aboard and a pleasure to be able to join each one of you on this 4-year journey that we're embarking upon today. I believe that obviously our basic role as an elected council for our community is to act as stewards and to connect residents with the services, infrastructure, and that connection to administration that we need, both for business, commerce, and for people. But ultimately, I believe that we have a greater role to play if we choose to, and that's to act as agents of change. We have an opportunity to move our community forward into the future by sometimes breaking with convention and looking for new opportunities and new ideas. Sometimes that will take courage. Sometimes that will take determination. But I believe that if we're able to follow that path, we'll ultimately be serving to the best of our ability. And I have every confidence that this council shares that conviction and is looking forward to moving our community into the future. So I hope that we'll see 4 years acting not just as competent stewards, ready to hand on our community to the next council, but ultimately as visionaries that'll take our council and our community well into the future. So congratulations to each and every one of you and welcome. And with that, we move into the report section of our agenda. Council has in front of them my recommendations for appointments of deputy mayors. If I could get a motion to adopt that, Councillor Rice.
Move adoption of the mayor's recommendations for appointment of deputy mayor for the period October 2013 to October 2014.
Thank you very much, Councillor Rice. Any discussion or debate on that motion? Seeing none, then I will call for the vote. Please enter your votes. Thank you. And that motion carries. Whew, the first one of the term went off without a hitch. That's great. Next, we have the mayor's recommendations for appointments to standing committees of council. Could I have a motion for that? Councillor Radburn.
Thank you, Mayor Given. I would move that council approve the mayor's recommendations for appointment to standing committees of council.
Thank you very much, Councillor Radburn. Any discussion or debate on that recommendation? Seeing nothing, then I'll call for the vote. Thank you. That motion carries as well. Next up is the mayor's recommendation for appointments to boards and committees. Could I have a motion for that recommendation? Councillor O'Toole.
Thank you very much, Mayor Given. I'd recommend that we adopt the council committees as presented for the 2013 to 2014 year.
Thanks very much, Councillor O'Toole. Any discussion or debate on that motion? Seeing none, then I will call for the vote. Thank you. That motion carries as well. A motion for the schedule of council and standing committee meetings. I have a motion to adopt that schedule. Councillor Radburn.
Thank you, Mayor Given. I move that council approve the schedule of council and standing committee meetings.
Thank you very much, Councillor Radburn. Any discussion or debate on that motion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. That motion carries. And one final motion before we adjourn, and that's to adopt the official election results and the returning officers report. Could we have a motion to adopt that? Councillor Rice.
I move adoption of the 2013 election results and the returning officers report. And in speaking to that motion, I would say congratulations to everyone around this table.
Thanks very much, Councillor Rice. I think that sentiment is shared. Any further discussion or debate on the motion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. Thank you. That motion is carried as well. Well, we're 100% for our first meeting of the year. That's great to see. That is all of our items of business for this evening. I will call our meeting adjourned, and we'll adjourn to a social with family and friends to celebrate the night. Thank you.